everybody, welcome back to Recordology. Okay, welcome back not only to Recordology, but to Recordology Deluxe. This is our big weekend show. Glad to have you here. Don't forget to subscribe, check out our midweek show, Recordology Express. Okay, today we are going to be doing a product review of this bad boy right here. This is the Vibe Sound USB turntable, and as an added point of interest, I've actually owned this turntable for some time, so it's not technically an unboxing, but we're going to do a full review, and I'm going to be able to tell you how it's performed for me over the last 2 to 3 years. In fact, this was the turntable that got me into vinyl this go-around, that eventually led to me starting Recordology. So I think you'll enjoy it. I certainly have. I want to show you some of the cool things that it can do. So check it out. You're not going to want to miss this.
Welcome to Recordology.
Okay guys, so here it is, the small and mighty Vibe record player. I believe this is OEM. I don't think Vibe actually makes this. The label is, or the logo is just a sticker on there. I think I've seen this branded as, you know, other units or other brands. Regardless, it's a great little unit. I've had it for probably 3 years now, and it's performed very, very well. This is my first recent record player. It's got a nice smoked plastic lid. It does have holes on the side, so you can put a full 12-inch record in here and close the lid, which is cool. We'll get to the insides here in a minute. Spinning it around back, it's very simple. It does have stereo left and right, so you can connect it to a big stereo system. It doesn't increase the sound quality dramatically. It makes it bigger. It definitely adds some bass. But you know, this is a ceramic cartridge, which we've talked about before. Conical stylus, so this is an entry-level player, but at the same time that's completely fine. It is what it is. It does what it does very, very well. Let's take a little bit closer look down here at some of these connections. Okay, pretty basic here. You got your left and right outputs. I don't believe this came with a cable, but that's a standards-based connection there, that RCA connection, left and right stereo. So any cable you have or can get your hands on should work fine. I do like how it's recessed. That's actually nicer than some of the higher end units. As you can see here, USB, so this will connect to your computer to allow you to record songs via the Audacity software, and it'll come with an Audacity free CD, but you can just go to Audacity's website and download it for free as well, and it will allow you to record. It's pretty easy to connect as well, but this USB jack actually is the power jack as well, so even if you're not recording it, you can use the included USB cable to power it. And then here you've just got your speed selector switch. It's a 2-speed turntable, so 33 or 45. Typically 33 are the big 12-inch records and 45 are the small records. So there you go. That's about all there is to it. Here's the label on the back there in a QC pass. Now lifting it up here, the bottom of the unit is a fiberboard material and these foam stickers that act as cushioning feet, and they work fine. There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. If you really wanted to, you could peel those off and upgrade to rubber ones, but this does the job absolutely perfect. As I've said, I've had this for a couple of years, so it's a little dusty here and there. But this dust cover does actually do a pretty good job of keeping the internals dust free. Spinning it around to the front here, you've got your stereo speakers, left and right stereo. They're just plastic grilled speakers there. I think they're, you know, pretty small. I'm not sure of the wattage, probably 1.5 watts per side. This will fill up, you know, a medium to small room pretty adequately. It's not going to be super rich sound. It's going to be, you know, what you would expect for speakers that size. It's not terrible. It's pretty similar to like your phone would, you know, do on the speaker on your phone, maybe, you know, bigger than that. But for what it is, it's great to just sit down in front of it and use it as a little personal record player. When we turn this on, it'll light up blue, and that's just your volume, and that's all there is to it. Taking a look under the hood, let me adjust the focus here slightly. You know, you've got a very similar mechanism. This isn't the same exact kind that you see in the all-in-ones, but it's very similar. So you've got a plastic platter. It's got the 3 rubber nubs that is designed to grab either a 7-inch record, a 10-inch record, or a full 12-inch LP. The rest of this is plastic. It's got a little clip on there so that it won't pop out. The plinth and the chassis of the turntable itself is a laminated fiberboard or wood board material. Again, it wipes clean easily. It does a good job. This isn't a super hi-fi system. It's a basic stereo record player turntable. It does this job very well. In the back here, let's take a little bit of a closer look. In the back here, we've got your typical spring-mounted tone arm counterbalance there. It's not adjustable. It is what it is. It's set to track around 5 grams. And again, a lot of people may disagree with this, but if you go back and look at, record manufacturers, it's a fact. Records can track with 5 grams of pressure, meaning the downward weight of the stylus can be 5 grams, which is what this will average. And that's fine. It's not going to damage your records at all. It may wear them out faster than a higher end record player that tracks at 1.5 grams, but it's not going to damage anything. Will you notice it wearing out faster? Probably not, because the rate at which it wears out faster is over a period of years. So really, guys, don't worry about it whatsoever. We've got a typical clip right here that holds the tone arm in its rest. Make sure that you put that in position before you move it or store it. And that's it. Oh yeah, a 45 RPM adapter. Let me get that in the shot. 45 RPM adapter back here if you want to play a 45, and it just sits in this nice rest here. It's kind of interesting, unlike a lot of the all-in-one units that have a mechanism that looks similar to this. This is not spring mounted. This whole thing is firmly in place. Typically the spring mount gives it a little bit of cushion so you can have some sound isolation, but again, this is just a little portable personal system. It's not going to generate the kind of vibration. These speakers are not going to generate vibration that would interfere with the playing of the record, which is why that would be in place, the suspension. It just doesn't need it. It just doesn't need it on this size of a player. So enough talking about it. Let's give it a listen. We're going to listen to a rock and roll record because you guys voted this week in our poll that you wanted to hear a rock and roll record. So you're going to get just that, a rock and roll record. And we're going to listen to it on the speakers. And then I'm going to hook up a direct connection to the PC, and we're going to input some direct audio from that source. So again, like I said, it's going to come with a USB cable. This end is the same type of connection that your printer uses. It's that square USB connection. I'm sure it has a name that I don't know, but just plug that in there. The other end is your typical USB connection. It can plug into your computer, so you can power this off your computer, which also gives you the connectivity for recording. But if you just want to play your record player without connecting to a computer, just grab any brick. It's like a 5-volt power supply that this requires. So pretty much any brick I've ever come across has worked fine. This is an old Samsung one. Just plug in the USB to your brick, plug that into the wall, and you can power it as easily as that. Now, turning this around, once it's plugged in, this volume knob lights up in a really cool blue. And then you're ready to go. So let's give it a listen through the built-in speakers. All right, by popular demand, it's a rock and roll record. It's a 45. So we're going to put that there. Make sure that this is set to 45 back here, which it is. And today's rock and roll record, and yeah, I had to dig a little bit because as you know, I'm not a big rock and roll guy, is what some would say is the first rock and roll song of all time, Bill Haley and his Comets' Rock Around the Clock. However, just as a side note, that's not true. I believe the first rock and roll song is a song by the name of Rocket 88 by Bill Haley and his Comets. Check it out. That is definitely a point of contention. People have opinions on that, strong opinions. All right, guys, I just replaced the stylus on this. If you want to see how that worked, check out the show this Wednesday. So we've got a virgin stylus. I just washed this record. There's no cueing lever on this. So it's a manual lift, so you got to be pretty steady with it and just rest this stylus on the record. And then your volume is this knob right here.
1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock. 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, rock. We're going to rock around the clock tonight.
So, like I said, guys, it's, little built-in speakers. It's not this massive hi-fi system. It is for the fun. It is for the portability. It's for the tactile interaction with your records, with your music, unlike the very impersonal digital music on demand that we're all so used to these days. This allows you to search for and interact with and put your hands on a record, play it by hand, and really enjoy that tactile interaction. So again, let's listen to a little bit more on the speakers, then we'll listen to a direct feed.
for the thunder.
Thunder, 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 thunder.
All right, guys, and that's it. This is the wonderful, little, capable, portable, awesome little Vibe USB record player. I've really enjoyed this, you guys. Again, my first record player that I've had recently. And when I say that, I mean as a kid, I had that wonderful 1978 brown and orange Fisher-Price record player. But this is the one that really got me into the vinyl resurgence a few years ago and led to me starting this show because I wanted to share my passion with you guys. So this is a great record player. You can get it today. I got links in the description for you. You can go buy it. It is such a value. I think it's like 30 some odd dollars. And you get a full turntable, stereo speakers, the ability to connect it to another stereo system, USB. It looks cool, it's super portable, it's even smaller than a suitcase player. So anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed that show. Thank you for watching as always. Again, don't forget to tune in this Wednesday for Recordology Express. Until then, happy record hunting. We'll see you next time.
Thank you for watching Recordology. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification so you don't miss a single thing.
I am the Edison phonograph. The more you become acquainted with me, the better you will like me. Ask the dealer.